Reddit humans F yeah. A lumbering beast. Posted by user deleted. Humanity was a lumbering beast. Human expansion, much like life on Earth, was initially slow, jumping from planet to planet, star to star, each time taking great pauses to grow their numbers before the next leap. Eventually though, like the industrial and technical revolutions on Earth increased their critical mass, humanity reached a second critical mass and exploded through the galaxy at an unbelievable pace. They had taken over their entire local cluster before they became aware of other life in the universe, and they were such an immense mass of meat, metal and mass transit that the vast majority barely even seemed to notice they had new neighbors. So intent on their own existence and furtherance were they that it was perceived from the outside as an inconvenience to them. Of course, there were diplomatic missions to establish contact and determine common universal customs and courtesies, and there were scientific contingents sent out to share knowledge and technology. And of course there were some tensions, not least because the moment the humans realized they were not alone, the skin of the beast changed from a soft, tender hide to a bristling, spiky shield of arms and armor. This was played down by the human diplomats as merely a precaution, and indeed was proven sensible when one or two of the more foolhardy smaller races attempted to penetrate the beast, only to be thrown back in flames and fusion weapons traces. That was it though, the beast didn't really stir, it just swatted off the flies and kept on about its day. No revenge, no froth-mouthed outrage at the universal conferences, just a quick flick of the tail and then it lumbered on. Concern started to grow and it became apparent that humanity would soon conquer the entirety of their home galaxy. The Thrakonites were the most vocal about containing the vermin spreading through the stars, with many other warlike races adding their voices to have them stopped, but for every bloodthirsty voice there was a quieter, more recent voice that pointed out the humans had never once struck out at any race or taken any territory that had already been claimed. So it was that the council fractured, the humans left indignant but as stoic as ever and did not stir. The peaceful races returned to their homes and hunkered down while the Thrakonites and all their allies prepared a fleet for the ages. The fleet was launched from Andromeda on Universal Date, UD 17246. Millions upon millions of ships began to enter subspace relays, all aimed at humanity. They came spewing out on the border of the Milky Way, expecting to overwhelm the defenses and get to the soft belly underneath in a matter of universal dates, MUD. However, instead of being met by the open flank of a lumbering beast, they were met by the screaming maw of a rabid red-eyed monster. Millions were met by billions, and the lives on the attacking ships blinked out before their subspace hulls had a chance to close. The massacre was utterly complete and utterly unstoppable as before word could return to cease the attack. The full fleet was already in subspace. By the end of UD 17247, the border of the Milky Way was now marked by the floating wreckage of several million broken hulls. The beast then returned to grazing and was never bothered by a fly again.